What's going on, Maniacs? How we all doing today? Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, I'm GoreCore. Today we're going to hit up another music reaction, and today we're actually going to be checking out a cover of Rob Zombie's Dragula by Signs of the Swarm. Now, I have to say, this is not one that I expected. This seems like an odd choice. Now, I grew up with White Zombie and Rob Zombie, and I definitely enjoyed Rob Zombie's early work, especially Hellbilly Deluxe, which this song comes off of. But after that, I kind of lost interest. But I have to say, this really isn't a cover I would expect Signs of the Swarm to take on. So this is going to be an interesting take, I'm sure. I suspect it's going to be a lot more noisy. And just based off of the thumbnail, it looks like the video might be quite fun. So I'm curious to see what we get with this. How many of you are familiar with the original of this? Let me know. Always happy to hear from you guys. But if you're not familiar with Signs of the Swarm, they're based out of the US. They play Deathcore. Let's get into this and see what they got for us. Definitely going for the same kind of feel with the video. A bit different. That's cool. Definitely an interesting take on this. I feel like it's just gonna go nuts after. We definitely made it filthy.
Just get the 21 to win.
That's awesome. Cool. And there we have it. That was Signs of the Swarm with their cover of Rob Zombie's Dragula. And I have to say, this was definitely different than I expected. I don't know why, but when it came in, I was like, okay, this is cool. They're trying to do something a little bit different. They're making it sick. They're kind of taking us out of the groove and just making this kind of disgusting. But I have to admit that I really thought that it was going to go full force into a little bit more of a typical chorus for this song, and it really didn't. It just stayed gnarly and gross. So it's very cool take on the song, I think. However, at the same time, I really don't know if this is one that I'm going to really go listen to much, because frankly, it just, I don't know, it's just different. I don't dislike it, but it also doesn't do a lot for me. It's a cool take. It's very interesting to check out. I think the video was a lot of fun. It's cool they had a lot of guest people in this for parts, and that all played out very nicely, and it's humorous and it's fun to watch. And I don't dislike the song whatsoever. I just don't really think there's a ton to grab onto. I feel like it's one of those tracks that if it's on, I don't have an issue with it, but at the same time, I'm not really going to go out of my way to go, hey, I need to hear that cover, because it really didn't grab me in a way that makes me super excited about it, I guess. No offense to the band. The band's doing an amazing job. And I really do believe that if you're going to do a cover of somebody else's song, you really should put your own twist on it, because frankly, if you're going to do the exact same thing, you may as well just go listen to the original. So I definitely give them credit for that. So it's a little bit of a, I'm kind of in the middle with this one. Again, very well done, very cool video, interesting take. But just as far as the song goes itself, I mean, this is a pretty basic song when we're talking about the original. So there's not really a lot to work with, I don't think. So given what they did have to work with, I think it was cool what they did. But again, like I said, I don't find this song particularly catchy, and I know catchy sometimes is a strange word to use with extreme music, because some people think none of it's catchy. But as a metalhead, there's definitely lots of grooves and stuff in metal that we all know that we can catch on to, have hooks and whatnot. And this really just didn't do a lot for me in that way. So very cool take, definitely interesting to check out. Glad that I did. I think it's cool that they did their own unique cover, but at the same time, I would much rather listen to their own original music, I have to admit. So I don't really have a whole lot more to say about this one. Like I said, visuals are fantastic. Everything sounds good. Production is fantastic, like always. So we'll see. Maybe this one will warm up for me, if I hear it a couple times, or this might just be one that kind of falls off the radar. But either way, very cool to check out. Great job by the band. So yeah, if this is your first time hearing the band, I highly recommend you go check them out and check out their original material, because while they are noisy like this, they are definitely a lot different, usually a lot more blasty and extreme, so it is a bit different. And, if this really didn't do a whole lot for you, don't write the band off because of this cover by any means. They are a very solid deathcore band that does great songs. So, again, if you are familiar, let me know what you thought of this cover. How do you feel about their take on it? But if this is your first time hearing the band, then go check out their other stuff first. And of course, if you do enjoy them, support them like any band that you enjoy. Of course, if you have a motive to help support this channel, then please subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Impale that like button. And if you'd like to hear future updates, stab the notification bell down below. Also, I have bands you can follow down below. You'll find links for those. And first and foremost, if by chance you're a fan of horror, I released my debut horror short film, The Treatment and the Cure, early in the year. You can find a link down below for that. Would love if you could check that out. If you do, please leave a like, comment, share with your friends. I would like to do more short films in the future, and it would go a long way to helping us out, so I would definitely appreciate that. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of your support. Hope everybody has an awesome day. Cheers, everybody. Stay sick.